Good morning, everyone. Esteemed faculty members, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the bright and eager faces of our new batch. A very warm welcome to the North Cap University. It is an absolute pleasure to stand before you today as we embark on this exciting journey together. This day marks the beginning of chapter in your lives that is sure to be filled with learning, growth, friendship, and countless unforgettable experiences. As you step onto this campus, you are not just joining an institution of higher education, you are becoming a part of a vibrant and diverse community that values curiosity, innovation, and the pursuit of knowledge. Our university is a place where ideas are nurtured, boundaries are pushed, and dreams are turned into reality. In continuation to this, Center for Professional Attachment and Alumni Engagement, along with the mentors, CPA has organized Masterclass series for you all. It is with great honor and enthusiasm that I extend a heartfelt thanks to our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Kapil Arora, to the North Cap University Orientation Program. We are truly privileged to have you here with us today. Moving on, Mr. Kapil Arora started his journey with Ragnar Michael and Corporation in 2007 and is having an experience working with big names like Access Risk Consulting, KPMG India, and EY, and also Grant Thornton. Currently, he is working as Director, Learning and Development Academy, Grant Thornton, Bharat LLP, from last 6 years. Their valuable insights and experiences are sure to inspire and guide you all as you begin your journey here at NCU. I would like to invite Mr. Kapil Arora on stage to take the session further. Sir, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I'd like to thank Emma and North Cap University to call me here for this wonderful session. And I think, and thanks a lot to all of you. Right, I can see the entire auditorium is full, right? And I'll try not to bore anybody, but I think we will try to engage. We'll see that what all you like to hear from me and what all I can actually, get to understand from you, that what is the future you are looking from. I guess is this the day one for you guys, or is this the first day?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So that's wonderful. So welcome to this academic journey, right? So how many of you are starting your bachelor's journey just after class 12? How many of you are there from class 12? What about masters? Who are here for masters? Okay, few of you. No, that's great. So all of you have joined from class 12, right? So I think Garima has already told you about me. Just a quick introduction, something which might not be here, right? But I like to talk about that how my academic journey has also been all about. Then I can talk about that how I am working in Grant Thornton now, right? And how we can also talk about that what exactly would be required when you are growing, when you are learning, or when you are going to spend your 4 years here or 2 years here, depending on which program you are doing. How you should utilize that program and how this is going to help you further when you start your career journey, right? So if Garima has already told you, I am Kapil. I am currently working with Grand Thornton. However, I have worked with companies like KPMG, Ernst and Young in past, right? So before joining, Grand Thornton, I was associated with KPMG and Ernst and Young. Now, thing is that all these are dream companies for somebody. Do we know about these companies? Does anybody know about these companies? You know about EY, right? Anybody knows about KPMG? No. Anybody knows about Grand Thornton? Maybe not. Right? So then, what these companies are? These companies are going to be the big consulting firm of the world, right? So when we talk about these, 4 or 5 companies, which is EY, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, and Grand Thornton. These are the 5 largest consulting firms in the world, right? And when we are referring these companies, these are the, I would say the dream companies for someone who is doing their MBAs, their BTechs, their, if you wish to serve your clients, right? Then these would be your dream companies when you finish your, your programs. And you wish to join some company, you may find that these are the big employers. That is one. Second, these companies are the dream companies for almost everybody. Not just for people people sitting here, but people sitting all across all the universities. Right? They are looking to join these companies. Now, if I talk about myself, it was dream company for me. But I wasn't a dream for these guys. I was not at all a good student. I was not a good student at all. Right. When I was in school, I was a backbencher. Always thought about that how I will finish my class 12. How would I get a better opportunity to study in good university? How would I get a chance to work with companies like these which we are referring to now, or which I was saying that these are the dream companies. But this became possible. This became possible not maybe because of the academic thing which I have completed, but also because of certain other things which we are going to refer now, right? That apart from the academics is very important, because at that time when I completed my graduation, I completed my class 12, I would say there was a competition, but competition was not that high. But right now when we talk about, you can see that the auditorium is full, right? Similarly, the same kind of auditoriums is there in almost every university. And they may be having the same number of students or maybe more than that, right? And that is the competition which we are in, right? So you may find that there are students, there are people who are good at studies, good at other things also. How to cope up with everybody, how to make your own space, how to make your own journey out of what we are doing right now here. Right? So for that, I always mention that there are a couple of mantras which I have always followed. Right? I guess everybody who is leading the university here also, and who is going to be your faculty members also, may also have followed the same kind of mantra. That one, that this is the day one of your journey. कितनों के पेरेंट्स ने कहा है कि क्लास 12 कर लो सब सेटल हो जाएगा, राइट? ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबडी, राइट? पहले उससे पहले क्या बोला था? 10th कर लो सेटल हो जाएगा, राइट? सेटल हुआ था, बल्कि वो डिफिकल्ट हो गया. तो क्लास 12 के बाद सेटल हुआ नहीं हुआ, राइट? So you guys are here. It is going to be a more difficult year. अभी your faculty members and everybody would say that अपना BTech खत्म कर लो या MBA खत्म कर लो, life would be easier. ये होगा ना, right? But life has just started. This is just the starting point for one chapter. Once this chapter will be over, there is a tougher one is waiting for you in the corporate side, right? There you may have to start working. यहाँ पे सब कुछ क्या है, यहाँ पे पास होना है, वहाँ पे सिर्फ पास नहीं होना है, वहाँ पे तो परफॉर्म करना है, वहाँ पे then you have to grow, right? And grow with your colleagues also. You may find that 10 people working, then only 1 or 2 people are growing. That's what happens, right? So this is the thing which is happening. right? And life is not going to settle at any one place. It is keep moving, right? And keep giving you something or the other. If we talk about that right now, there are a lot many things have changed in the qualification also. पहले हम लोगों ने जो पढ़ा था शायद वो चीज़ आज नहीं है. क्या चीज़ आज यूज होती है? Of course यूज होती है. So how we are coping up? We have never studied these things which we see in the market right now. आज से पहले यहाँ 15 साल पहले किसी ने स्विगी के बारे में सोचा था? स्विगी के बारे में आज से 5 साल 6 साल पहले भी किसी ने सुना था? Right? You being school students at that time, have you heard about Swiggy, Zomato at that time? Answer may be no. Reason being that these things are evolving because the tech is evolving and other things are evolving. How to cope up with all these things? And things are dynamic in nature. That it will keep on changing. ये रुकने वाला नहीं. क्या जो टेक्नोलॉजी आज हम देख रहे हैं क्या वो लास्ट टेक्नोलॉजी है? नहीं, राइट? कितने लोग इंस्टाग्राम, कितने लोग फेसबुक यूज करते हैं? ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबॉडी है. कोई ऐसे ही होंगे जो नहीं यूज करते हैं. सभी यूज करते हैं. करना भी चाहिए ऑफ कोर्स, बट हाउ टू यूज इट फॉर बेटर पर्पस. नाउ थिंग इज दैट you will use it for couple of years, right? You will use it for your college time for some period, but after that you may have to use it for a different purpose. You may have to use it for marketing your product to somebody else. You may find that आज Facebook आप खोलो तो 50 चीजें बेचने वाले लोग आपके सामने खड़े होते हैं. Instagram खोलो 50 चीजें बेचने वाले खड़े होते हैं, right? They are using the platform for very different reasons, right? And it is useful also, right? So social media has bad impacts as well as there are lot many good impacts also which they are putting on the businesses, right? How to use it for a better purpose and all these things, something we'll try and discuss, right? So before I start, before I move on, I just like to talk about that where I come from, right? So I come from Grand Thornton, Bharat. So Grand Thornton, Bharat, as I said, this is one of the largest consulting firm in the world. So, I hope there is no danger around. All are safe, not danger. So, I come from Grand Thornton. Grand Thornton, Bharat is one of the largest consulting firms. Right? Why I show this thing to everybody every time? Because I am proud of it. Why I am proud of it? Because the kind of work we are doing in Grand Thornton is something which gives all its employees, including me, a big pride. So what we are a global firm which is having a very local flavor. Local flavor is that आज हमारी company में 12,000 लोग काम करते हैं just in India. If I talk about across the world, there are about 80,000 people who are working across the world. Right. Now, the kind of work we are doing, we do audit, right? Audit, सबको पता है audit क्या होता है, right? So we do audit for lot many big companies. Now big companies include companies like ICICI, Thornton Bank, GMR, all these. We are also working in all other spaces with companies like Tata, Reliance, Jindal, all these big companies. You name any, we are working with all those companies somewhere or the other. Maybe in some space or maybe in some other space. So we are working with all those companies there. We are working with government. We are working with government on, I would say, smart city projects. If you have heard that, BJP government, since when they have come in the power, they are working on smart city projects, right? So Grand Thornton is working on smart city projects where we are supporting Mr. Modi for their Varanasi projects also. So smart city Varanasi is being consulted by Grand Thornton. So that's something which we are doing. So we are into more of a consulting space. We are helping clients, businesses to find out that how they are going to they can get the support for accounting हो, चाहे उनका कोई भी consulting हो, चाहे auditing हो, there could be any kind of support which they come up for. So what exactly this Grand Thornton is? Grand Thornton is a solution company. So when I say solution company, companies means our clients bring us the problem, right? और हम उसके लिए solution देते हैं, right? And we try and figure out solution. There may be a case that not every problem is same and we have to find out the solution for each and every problem. That's what happens. Now you might have, you might see that there are a lot many things. So who people are working for Grand Thornton? Those who have the solution mindset, right? Those who have solution mindset. Yeah, you remember maths में हम लोग जब 8-9 में होते थे, maths में हमेशा problems आए थे. Problems आती थी कि भाई 4 बच्चे हैं, 10 आम है, अब आम किसको दें, कैसे खिलाएं? Mango juice बनाएं कि mango shake बनाएं, कैसे बनाएं? So these kind of problems, right? So when you come to the problem and find out that what exactly, what kind of solution problem should have, so that's where companies like Grand Thornton is supposed to. So we are proud of why, because we are helping clients to grow, right? So that's something which is there. Right. Now coming on to I was referring to my journey when I started this journey. I told you that I not been good student in my 12th. Right? I was not a good student. However, I realized that I should do something good for myself. Otherwise, I will be left behind. So I joined BBA after my 12th, right, in one of the college in Delhi. While I was doing BBA, again, right, the student is always a student. If I was not a good student, I was not good student in BBA also, right? So I was still average student there, and I was working in the same way, doing to the same things. Sometimes used to get backs, right? Used to study hard to clear my backs, to clear all the papers and everything. Later, after finishing my BBA, I found that I should now do something. Otherwise, my life means my goals would be over. I will not be able to get anything. Right? Journey की यही खत्म होने वाली है, कुछ भी नहीं होता. But one thing which I made good was, like, which I always tell you guys also, means everybody also, that when you are in college, do make a good network around. Network of all your friends, network with all your seniors or maybe juniors also, to make sure that tomorrow, if you need any sort of help, right? So the auditorium you see here, right? This is going to be your network. If you know everybody here, you can see that tomorrow everybody will be going at the same time, in the industry. कल अगर किसी को कोई भी चीज़ की ज़रूरत होगी कि मेरे को ये काम कराना है, तो someone would know somebody else that कि कहाँ पे वो सारा काम कर सकता है, right? So that kind of support, for example, let's say if somebody is working in one company and there is an opportunity in that company, so that they can refer other people also, right? So that kind of network. So make friends, make network, but the good network, right? It's not like that the friends only for parties, right? Make a good network. That's what I did. I made a good network, and that network helped me. Then, when I was finishing my BBA, all of my friends were moving to UK to complete their ACCA, right? So which is a global chartered accountancy qualification. So I moved along with them. I completed my ACCA there, but somehow it gave me some sort of feeler that now I have to spend good time on my studies. If I won't do now, it will be over. So there I became very serious about my qualifications. I completed my ACCA there. So when I completed my ACCA there back in 2008, I came back in India in 2009. Right? In 2009, I got a chance to work with KPMG, right? Basis that what I have done. Again, it was about that. It was about not just my qualification. My numbers were not so good, but the only thing which KPMG observed in me was the attitude. The attitude was that I always said that I am ready to learn. There might be lot many things which I don't know. There might be lot many things which I will never be know, right? But I am always ready to learn, right? So the learning is something which is very, very important, and it is not like that something you are learning today is going to be the last program or last course which you are doing. Right? Or it should not be the last program or last course which you are doing, right? So in leadership also, which I always refer, leaders never stop learning. Leaders have to be on ground every time. They need to know that what is happening around them. right? They need to know कि कौन कैसा perform कर रहा है, कौन कैसा काम कर रहा है, क्या नई चीज market में है, क्या नई चीज है. Unless leader would know, how can he pass on the same thing to others, right? So leader first of all have to have understanding on that what is happening, and learning should never stop. Is that okay with everybody? Right? So please don't stop learning. Don't feel like this is the last thing, and don't think that this is the only thing which you learn here. Because when you are referring this program or when you are doing this program, today there are a lot many things around us which are changing. Right? And it's not possible for universities to embed everything within the curriculum. वो ही नहीं सकता, किसी हाल में नहीं सकता. Lot many you may have different interest. सब लोग का एक इंटरेस्ट थोड़ी होगा, right? कोई लोग साइबर सिक्योरिटी को अपना प्रोफेशन देखेंगे, कुछ लोग ई कॉमर्स को अपना प्रोफेशन देखेंगे, कुछ लोग फिनटेक को अपना प्रोफेशन देखेंगे. So everything can't be a part of the same curriculum. So you need to find out that what else, what extra do you want to do. Again, I am not here to scare you guys. I am here to tell you guys that what you should do. This is day one, right? Day one is the most important day. You make friends, right, of course, but at the same time decide that where you want to go. Right? You have ample of time, right? 4 years are good enough time where you need to, you'll get to know that what you're supposed to do, what you get to do, right? All these things you'll learn there, right? So the most important thing, learning should never stop. Another thing, that find out what else along with this could be useful. I was talking to sir and sir was referring to me that, what else can be done for the students. They are doing all their effort, they are finding out that what can be good for the students. For example, today BTech guys comes with science background. Finance पढ़ा है किसी ने? किसने finance पढ़ा BTech में? किसी ने नहीं पढ़ा. Finance कितना जरूरी है कंपनी के लिए? What is the most important thing today in the world or in every business which is required? The finance is the most important. Second is the IT. Right? So tech is the second most important thing now. But finance is still the first important. आप टेक के बिना काम चला सकते हो, लेकिन अगर आपके पास फाइनेंस नहीं है तो आप काम चलाएंगे. So finance is the backbone of every single business. So when we are referring to that these 4 years, so these 4 years you might be studying all the tech qualifications, but you should always listen to. I'm not saying that you should start studying finance, but always listen to. There are lot much of content it might be available on YouTube, right? Instagram के साथ साथ हम आप सबको थोड़ा YouTube भी देखना है, but YouTube look for some good podcasts, some good content, some good videos which are explaining all these things. No need to do everything on day one, right? Make a plan how that should be done. So all these things which I am referring to are very, very critical, very, very important, right? So this is something which you are going to learn, over the journey which you are spending here. Maybe, the university will also figure out that how and where, these small things can be, brought it into the curriculum, so that you will get to learn a lot about these things, right? So that is the second thing which I was referring to. That first was make a good network. Second is learning should never stop, right? It should never stop anyway. Right? The third thing is learn about businesses, right? क्योंकि सब लोगों ने काम तो कहीं ना कहीं किसी न किसी बिजनेस में किया. There may be somebody who may like to start their own business. Right? अब आज सबको पता होगा कि बिजनेस होता क्या है, चलता कैसे है, क्या होने वाला है, क्या करने वाले हैं, right? We are not doing for, we are not learning all these things for only fun, right? We are not going to just find out a way to use Instagram differently. You are going to apply this knowledge somewhere, and this knowledge is going to get applied in somewhat or the other businesses. When we are referring to these businesses, you should have the understanding of these businesses, that how these business works, right? How exactly this is going to be helpful, right? When you are talking about these particular, particular businesses and everything. For example, today, do we know that how e-commerce business works? right? Everybody would know. Amazon से सबको पता है कैसे सामान लेते हैं, क्या करते हैं, क्या नहीं करते हैं. But how these businesses are working at the back end? It's very different. Everybody knows about Instagram and Facebook. But do you know that how they are making money? Are they charging you anything? Are they charging you anything? No, they are not charging you anything. They are just charging the companies who are giving everything. But still they are giving it free to everybody. Why? Why? What could be the logic of giving Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, everything is free? To engage, okay. What exactly they are fetching from you? They are fetching data, right? So एक जगह अभी ना I was reading it somewhere and it was very well written. When somebody is not charging you anything, right? Or when somebody is giving you something free, right? A free product which is nothing but the Facebook, Insta, TikTok, all these things. So what does it mean? It means the product is not something which you see. You are the product who is actually looking at that. So you have become their product, right? And they are fetching data from you which they use for every single purpose, right? सब लोगों ने सुना होगा कि elections भी कहीं ना कहीं manipulate हो जाते हैं by just looking at that, right? Somebody might have seen that if you have scrolled down any particular news, you get exactly the same kind of news. That's how political parties are playing with your emotions also, right? Somebody may see कि आज अगर आपने कोई मिंत्रा पे जूता देखा है तो पूरे सब जगह जूता ही जूता दिख रहा होगा, right? That's what happens. Why this is happening? Because they are fetching the data, right? And this data and everything was not there, earlier. If I just refer to 10 years, 15 years back, it was not there. Things have become very, very, different. At times it's easy that social media can take you to any part of the world today, right, with just one click. But at the same time, it makes it difficult because it is taking everybody at the same time to every part of the world. So things have become more complicated. That is one of the reasons सब लोगों ने ये भी देखा है कि इतने सारे यूनिकॉर्न्स हमारे यहाँ बन गए. क्यों बन गए इतने सारे यूनिकॉर्न्स? क्यों इतने सारे फंडिंग्स and everything was being given to everybody, right? To lot many big companies. सब लोग थे ना फंडिंग करना है सबको. How many of you like to start of your own startup? How many of you just like to go for jobs? बाकी सब तो इंस्टाग्राम पे क्या करेंगे? रील्स बनाएंगे. So I have seen 10% people talking about startup, maybe 20% people employment. बाकी 70% में तो लग रहा है वो टिकटॉक या इंस्टाग्राम पे वीडियोस में दिखते रहेंगे हम लोग. But anyways, I think you should get that kind of clarity that what you are working for, and you have to prepare everything now onwards, right? Now another lesson which I have learned that not everything can be done alone. Those who are thinking about startup today, right? क्या startup में क्या चीज चाहिए? सबसे important startup में क्या है? सबसे important sector में है people, because you need to have the founders along who can work with you, right? Today, if I just talk about, do we know the story of Ashwin Grover? Ashwin Grover is the founder of, but has he founded that? He was pulled in later. Somebody else founded it, right? Who was working on the tech piece. अगर वो अश्विन ग्रोवर को नहीं लाता तो आज शायद भारत पे नहीं हो. Is that okay? Right? So that is one of the reasons that people are very, very important. You have to have your, dream, right? कि कौन सा ऐसा बंदा है जो सिर्फ टेक पे काम कर सकता है, कौन सा ऐसा बंदा है जो फाइनेंस पे काम कर सकता है, कौन सा ऐसा बंदा है जो मार्केटिंग पे काम कर सकता है, कौन सा ऐसा बंदा है जो इसको स्केल अप कर सकता है. So you need to have the team first, and that team can only come when you are looking out that you cannot. The first lesson is that you can't do everything of your own. right? Don't think that I can do everything of my own. You need to have a team along with that. Is that okay? But कल ऐसा ना हो कि पेपर लिखने सारे एक साथ होंगे, right? So don't quote me there. कि सारे पेपर एक टेबल बैठ के सब लोग एक साथ लिख रहे हैं saying this is the dream team we have. So don't do that. But of course, yes, the dream team is very very important. That team helps you find out the right jobs for that. Not everybody is meant for everything. You need to find out the right people. There used to be, businesses जहाँ पे we have seen our parents. क्या करते थे हमारे parents? एक business खोल लिया. For example, let's say my father has started a shop. He is running shop from when he started till the time he is retired. And he was the only one with two people supporting him. That's it. It couldn't grow. Why it couldn't grow? Because he was not having enough time to look at any other thing. What was more important? The importance was that can that shop be replicated to multiple shops? Right? Today, your parents might be having some businesses. There may be some sort of traditional businesses they might be doing. Tomorrow, you guys, once you are out, may find out a way कि कैसे इसको multiply करें. उन्होंने शायद इंटरनेट में नहीं देखा होगा कैसे इसको इंटरनेट पे लेना, कैसे इसको सोशल मीडिया पे लेना. So all these things will bring in more visibility for the businesses, for the small businesses to become big. That is how all these businesses are becoming. So thing is that find out that how you are going to build it, right? So network building team, right, is very very important. Never stop learning. And the fourth one is that when you are building team, right, the building team under you also. Whatever you have done. So for example, companies are growing. Thornton was 3,000 people when I joined. Right? It is 5 years back. It was just 3,000 people when I joined. Today it is 12,000 people in India. Right? If you refer to EY, KPMG, Deloitte, EY only alone is having 1 lakh people in India only. 1 lakh. It's a massive number. Not every company may have. Right? Why these companies are becoming so big? These companies are becoming big because they need people like you to multiply what they have, what somebody has thought of idea. Right? Today they have to multiply. Now multiplication will only happen with multiple people on board. So you have to find out like who can be part of that team, how to build the talent. Now talent can only be built depending on that what you are learning here. Will it be relevant for companies like EY, Bharat, Paytm, KPMG, Thornton, right? If it is relevant, of course these guys may come to you. They may see that what is your academic thing, but the other thing is they may see your attitude. Attitude will help you, get the job easily. So that's something very important. Okay? So that something is important. So you will need to build the talent. Then, when somebody has built the talent, they also need to figure out that how to pass on the work to that talent. It's not about that you have just built the talent. They need to work also. What company does? When they hire you, what is the first thing they are going to do? They will train you. They will train you so that you can start working on the things. Right? So training is again the learning comes in the picture, right? They'll make you learn that what kind of work they are doing. They'll make you learn that how you can execute that kind of thing. Then you need to understand that how leaders are going to delegate the work. If you are clear that you can work now, how leaders are going to delegate the work, maybe how you can get the work done from the others. That is again an art. It's not that everybody can get the work done easily. Right? There are lot many things, lot many people who may have different, who may come from different background. Then you need to figure out that how companies or people can delegate the work. So leadership also is all about that how you bring in the right talent, how you bring in the people who can then support you, how you delegate the work, and the most important thing is that do you trust, right? Do you trust those people to whom you are dealing with? Right. Can anyone trust somebody on day one? Right. Can anyone trust somebody today? The entire book is here. Right. You may ask for any favor from someone sitting next to you. You may not know. Right. The other person might not give that favor to you right now. To get that kind of favor, what you need to do? What you should do? To get somebody's trust, what do you exactly need to do? You need to build that trust. You need to build that kind of attitude or that kind of surroundings, that how I am behaving, what I am doing, right? Am I trustworthy? And this relation shows that whether somebody can trust you or not. Right? So all these things are very, very important. All these things are very, very critical. Though I only talk about, right? So this was particularly I talk about for finance guys, but I think these are relevant for almost everyone. What exactly would you need in the future? What exactly would you need in the future? The first one is the digital literacy. Right? Of course, those who are doing BTech would always have an upper hand. You would be going through all these text things and everything. But make sure that you also see that how this, all these tools and everything which you learn are going to help you in the future. How technology is going to get, going to give benefit to all the businesses which we are in. All these businesses function is, right? For example, let's say आज finance में technology का क्या role है? आज HR में technology का क्या role है? आज किसी भी other department में technology का क्या role है? Learning में technology का क्या role है? Everybody knows about values. Maybe good thing, bad thing, but we know about values. Upgrade, we know about all these players. What these players are doing? These players brought in the technology in the education. जब कोविड आया सब लोग घर पे थे, सबने कहा फोन कहाँ कैसे पढ़ेगा, right? When you guys were having good fun, somebody came in कि नहीं fun तो सबके लिए जरूरी, fun के लिए तो you need have ample of time, but you should have learning things also, right? Then somebody brought in the concept of edtech, right? कि आप घर बैठे ही पढ़ो. It was not good for you guys, but eventually that was the thing. So how these digital skills are going to help you implement those into different functions of different businesses. So you need to understand the use. Digital literacy is very, very important, especially for MBA guys or because these things are digital is the reality, right? Everything is getting digital now. Anything which you buy today, first thing which you think in mind is checking the price of the same on at least on Amazon, right? So सबसे पहला सवाल वो आता ही आता है. Second is the analytical skills. Here I am not talking about the tools. I am talking about how you analyze the data in your mind. What do you think? Whenever something comes to you, क्या आप उसको ऐसे का ऐसे accept कर लेते? Or you have a doubtful mind. कि क्यों हुआ? क्या reason है? कैसे हो सकता है? क्या ये सब चीजें जो हो रही हैं वो सही नहीं? Right? If I tell you that all these things which you see today, Swiggy, Zomato, Facebook, even IRCTC, all these things which are digitized today, somebody has thought that I can make it better, right? Somebody always thinks that I can, solve this problem. They have the analytical mindset. They know that what exactly data is telling them. People don't like standing in. आज अगर आपको कैब लेनी हो तो आप क्या करोगे? सबसे पहली चीज क्या करोगे? सबसे पहले हम लोग जाके फोन में चेक करेंगे Uber ओला तो नहीं मिलेगी, यही करेंगे. But think about 10 years, 15 years back, maybe somebody from here will relate to me that when I used to, when I was back in 2001, 2002, when I was completing my studies and everything, मेरे को अगर फ्लाइट पकड़नी होती थी सुबह 6 बजे की तो रात को 9 बजे से टेंशन हो जाती थी कि भाई सुबह 6 बजे छोड़े रखो. आई वॉज नॉट एनी कार, राइट. तो कौन छोड़ने जाएगा सुबह सुबह 6 बजे एयरपोर्ट पे? यहाँ ट्रेन स्टेशन पे जाना तो कौन मिलेगा सुबह सुबह? सुबह तो आपको ऑटो भी ढूंढने के लिए कहाँ जाना पड़ेगा, क्या करना पड़ेगा. So you need to find out everything. You need to arrange all these things in the night itself. But think about now. आपको 6 बजे सोचो, आप सुबह 5 बजे पहले सोचते हैं क्या करें, ओला करें, ऊबर करें, सस्ता क्या मिल जाए, राइट. नाउ विद एयरपोर्ट, if you have traveled to airport now, do you know that there is a quick queue which is there in the airport now? Everybody knows about it. क्या है वो? क्या आप किस ऐप से आप क्विकली अंदर चले जाते हो? डिजी यात्रा. गवर्नमेंट हैज built another platform which is Digi Yatra, जहाँ पे आपको किसी को टिकट दिखानी नहीं है, आप टेक्नोलॉजी आपके पास है, आपको टिकट स्कैन किया, यू एंटर, टिकट स्कैन किया, अगेन यू एंटर दी द सिक्योरिटी फेस, राइट. पहले उसी चीज को पार करने में 1.5 से 2 घंटे लगते थे. एवरीबडी यूज्ड टू से कि 3 घंटे पहले एयरपोर्ट पहुंचना. बट नाउ दे आर सेइंग अगर आपका डिजी यात्रा आप 1 घंटे पहले भी आओगे तो आप पहुंच जाओगे. एंड दैट्स व्हाट हैपनिंग. दैट्स व्हाट टेक्नोलॉजी इज. Right? So technology is going to play a very, very important role. So you need to have digital literacy plus at the same time analytical mindset. If you can't understand that what this technology can do, even if you know everything, you may not be able to use it. And the other thing is the business acumen. कि अब आपको पता है टेक्नोलॉजी कैसे यूज हो सकती है, आपको पता है कि कहाँ यूज हो सकती है, कैसे मैं क्या बेनिफिट कर सकता हूँ. दी मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज कि फेसबुक इतना बड़ा कंपनी आज नहीं बन सकती अगर सिर्फ उसका पर्पस यही होता कि मेरे को सिर्फ लोगों को कनेक्ट करना. उसका पर्पस क्या है आज की डेट में? कनेक्ट नहीं करना है. कनेक्ट करने के साथ साथ बिजनेस भी करना. दे आर हेल्पिंग लॉट मेनी अदर कंपनीज टू बिल्ड द बिजनेस. व्हाट्सएप में आज आप किसी को मैसेज करते ना कि मुझे आज कॉफी पीनी है, समवेयर somebody is reading that message, right? Behind the technology. I'm not saying that someone known to you, but somebody, of course, is reading that message. They may start sending you messages कि भाई आप कॉफी पीनी है तो Starbucks पे आओ, or they may send you some sort of voucher. Right? You may not even know कि voucher क्यों आया, but somebody might have seen that message. That is the power of technology. Now think about our people, our India being such a massive country. We are number 1 in population now. So it's a big market. There is a threat, but at the same time it's a big market also. So that's something we have to focus on. So there are 4 things again. I will just refer to. One, of course, keep learning. Right, learning all these things along with. Don't stop learning ever. This is not the first course, this is not the last course. It has to be everything. Second, build your good network. Network around you, network with your faculty, network with people who are coming here, people like me. You can always send anybody has LinkedIn account? The first thing which you should do now is that Instagram के साथ साथ एक LinkedIn account रखिए and start connecting with people who are coming here. Right? Maybe your faculty, maybe everything. So that network will be useful for you. Tomorrow we never know that what opportunity will give you. Right? Third thing, build your dream team. Right? So dream team, people, along with you and everywhere. So they are going to help you how to build a better network. How to make your dreams come true. Somebody who might be thinking about startup today may have the same idea which can click every 4 or 5 people in the group. That is how. And take any single business, you may find that all these businesses are started by a group of friends only. Maybe classmates, maybe cousins, maybe somewhat in the same college. Right? So I just like to wanted to share this thing. Right? Happy to understand if you have any question or anything. And thanks a lot for keep listening, being patient. I hope I have not bored everybody.
On behalf of the whole NCU family, I extend my thanks to Mr. Kapil Arora for taking out time from his busy schedule and guiding and inspiring our students today. A big round of applause for him. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Rohit Singh Lathar sir on stage to please present a token of appreciation to Mr. Kapil Arora. Sir. Big round of applause. Thank you so much, sir.